Greetings. This is Natalie W. Baker. This is Sports Chat with Nat. Actually, it's episode number 8, guys. Thank you so much for your support. If you haven't already, please subscribe to YouTube channel Sports Chat with Nat. Run it all together. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. This is my pregame predictions for week number 5. And I spoke with a Cowboy fan, John Lacey Jr., and he gave his predictions. And I have another Cowboy fan that's going to participate hopefully by next week, Brianne Green. So listen, Steeler fans, I need y'all to call in. The Cowboy fans are really, really talking it up. I believe the Steeler fans are the best. Don't leave me out there by myself, Steelers. Come on. Now, let's get right into week number 5. The Jets just finished playing the Falcons, and I actually predicted 21-14. Falcons would win, and Mr. Lacey predicted 24-14 the Falcons would win. That was a good one. Now we have the Packers at the Bengals. Let's see. The Packers are first in the NFC North, and the Bengals are first in the AFC North. But I have the Packers 32-21. And Mr. Lacey has 31-28 Packers. But what I found out this morning, the center for the Packers is out with a finger injury. And you know how important a center is to the quarterback. So we'll see how that affects Rodgers. And Mixon, the running back for the Bengals, is playing. He will play. He's not 100%. His ankle is bothering him. He's averaging 4.2 yards per carry. So we're going to see how that plays out. Now we have the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. I have the Vikings 21-14. Mr. Lacey has the Vikings 21-20. Let's continue. We have the Denver Broncos at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Broncos are 3-1, and Teddy Bridgewater has been cleared to play. Teddy has been cleared to play, and they are actually second in points allowed. Now I'm gonna go. I just believe my Steelers are gonna do a little something today. I listen. I'm gonna take them 24-21. I'm gonna take a leap of faith, and I'm going with my Steelers 24-21. Mr. Lacey is going 24-20 without Teddy Bridgewater. 27-24 favor Broncos with Bridgewater. Let me repeat. With Bridgewater, he says 27-24. Without, he says Steelers 24-20. And I said with Bridgewater 24-21 and without 24-21. But I'm going to change that. I'm going to 24-21 Steelers. All right, continuing on. I will say this. Wide receiver James Washington is out and Cam Sutton is out for us. Dolphins at the Bucks. Gronk is out for the Bucks, but that won't stop them. I say 42-14. Mr. Lacey says 38-14 Bucks. Saints at Washington. Both teams are 2-2. Winston, 613 yards. I don't know why I wrote that stat, guys. Let's just skip that stat. I have the Washington football team 21-20. Washington football team 21-20 over the Saints. And Mr. Lacey has the Saints 21-20 over the Washington football team. Barbara Cuffey, I took your Washington football team. All right, Eagles at the Panthers. The Panthers are 3-1 and the Eagles are 1-3. I'm taking the Panthers 24-20. McCaffrey, he is inactive, the running back for the Panthers, but I don't think that will hurt them. Mr. Lacey is taking the Panthers 28-21. Titans at the Jags. Listen. Myers, stop playing. You coach in the NFL. You had your problems in the college. Coach, y'all going Jags. You can't. Listen. Myers, you can't expect them to follow you and believe in you if you acting a fool. Come on now. Come on, Myers. If they're going to do anything, you got to be a little bit better. Y'all might need to get y'all a new coach. Y'all might not should have taken him. Somebody warned y'all. A couple of people warned y'all. Harbaugh warned y'all, don't take him. But y'all took him. So anyway, I'm taking the Titans 28-7. I'm taking the Titans over the Jags 28-7. They in disarray over there. All right. Mr. Lacey is taking the Titans 35-10. Moving on. Patriots at the Texans. Tyrod is out. Mills is a rookie quarterback, but I'm taking the Titans over the Patriots 21-14. Mr. Lacey is 21-20, taking the Texans. Bears at the Raiders. Gruden, I don't know why that email already come up with your stuff from the past. I hope that doesn't affect your team today. I hope that doesn't bother your team today. But I'm taking the Raiders 21-14 over the Bears. Mr. Lacey has the Raiders 31-21. Browns at the Chargers. Both teams are 3-1. I have the Chargers 38, Browns 30. Baker Mayfield has been doing decent, but I believe the Chargers are going to have Justin Herbert. He's having a very, very, very good year thus far. So I'm going to take him 38 over the Browns. And Mr. Lacey has the Chargers 35-31. Continuing on, the Giants at the Cowboys. All right. I've heard some people say this is the game of the week because it's a divisional game. I'm taking those Cowboys. Zeke is going to play. Amari Cooper's going to play. And Randy Gregory, all of them are going to play. All right, so I got the Cowboys 34-21. Mr. Lacey is a Cowboy fan, so of course he has the Cowboys 38-21. Now, I said this last week, Dan Quinn, moving from Atlanta and going to Hawaii or wherever you went to regather your thoughts about football coaching, you did it. Nice job so far. All right, continuing on. 49ers at the Cardinals. Listen, Kyler Murray is on a roll. I'm taking those Chargers 35. Cardinals. I'm taking the Cardinals 35-21. I'm riding with Kyler Murray this week. I'm going to stay with him. Mr. Lacey has the Cardinals 42-24. All right. Kyler is averaging about 400 yards a game, guys. I'm really impressed thus far. All right, let's look here. We got the Bills at the Chiefs. All right, both teams are averaging about 33.5 points. 33.5 points per game, and they are at the Chiefs. So the Chiefs have allowed 31 points per game, and the Bills are only allowing 11 points per game. The Bills are only allowing 167 yards per game. The Chiefs, bless their hearts, they can't stop a flea. They allowing people 434 yards a game. Come on now. Come on. But I won't take the Chiefs 38-35 today. I like Josh, but I believe the Chiefs are going to have a good game today. Mr. Lacey has the Chiefs 35-31. All right. Let's move on. Colts at the Ravens. I'm not going to spend much time on that. All I'm going to say is the Ravens are on a roll with their 100-plus yards rushing per game. And I've got the Ravens 38-14. Mr. Lacey has them 35-17. All right. WNBA finals are here. The Chicago Sky, the home of Candace Parker, she went home. She went back to Chicago to bring a championship back to her hometown. Championship hasn't been in Chicago since 1998 Bulls. So that series, WNBA Finals, starts today. ABC, 3 p.m. ABC, 3 p.m. And the owner of the New York Liberty guys, he is working on transportation for the WNBA teams. You know, one team had to travel through 3 different planes and all kinds of stuff. That's a whole nother segment, guys. We're going to talk about women in sports. A whole segment just on women. I'm not even going there today. NCAA, I asked you guys, I told you guys about Penn State and Iowa at 4 o'clock yesterday. But boy, was it some good games yesterday. Let's see. Freshman Caleb Williams took over at quarterback for the Oklahoma Sooners, led them to victory 55-48. 55-48. In that series, that is the highest scoring game between those two teams, 55-48 over those Texas Longhorns. Texas A&M shocked Alabama. Nick Saban looked like he was, the security had to take him off the field and hold him up. It was so many people. I think they said, what was it, 250,000 people? There was a lot of people out there. 41-38 was the final score. 41-38. That was a very good game at the end there. Penn State over Iowa. That was a game I told y'all to watch. Number 3, Iowa won that game 23-20. 23-20. Major League Baseball. Game 3 today. Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. That's at 4 o'clock. That series is tied 1-1. The Houston Astros and the Chicago White Sox. That game is at 8 o'clock. That series is tied. No, it's not. Let me move my glasses up. That series is 2-0 Houston Astros. Let me make sure I repeat that. The Tampa Bay and Sox, Tampa Bay Rays and Boston Red Sox. Series is tied 1-1. Houston Astros, Chicago White Sox, 2-0 Houston Astros. Let's see. We got the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants. That series tied 1-1. They won last night 9-2. Atlanta Braves, Milwaukee Brewers. That series is tied 1-1. Braves won last night 3-0. Moving on. Boxing. Old school heavyweight boxing last night, guys. Fury knocked Wilder out in, I believe that's around 9, 10, 11. I'm going to look it up and give you all those little stats, the punches and all that. I have that later. But he did beat him, and he said, and I quote, he's the biggest heavyweight out there, and I can beat anybody. That's what he said. He weighing 277 pounds, 6'9". He might can. All right, moving on. I think that's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be it. It's time for the games. This is a little long for the pregame, but I had to get that information in about all that good sports yesterday. All right, so I'm going to go watch my games. I'm going to try to watch 2 games at one time, and I might go live if it gets real exciting. But I will be live at halftime, so I'm going to upload this and post it. This will be on YouTube, and it'll be on Facebook. This is episode number 8, week 5, pregame predictions. Week 5, NFL predictions, episode number 8. This is Sports Chat with Nat. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Tell a friend, bring a friend. Please put in the chat who your team is and who you think is going to win your game. Please, please, please. And thank you, everybody, for watching last week. Your comments, I truly appreciate it. I've tried to respond to everyone. If I haven't responded to you yet, I will. I'm going to try. So leave a comment. Who's going to win your game? What you think the score is going to be? And also, which quarterback do you think, this is what I meant to ask you guys, which quarterback do you think will lead the NFL in passing this week? Which quarterback do you think will lead the NFL in passing yards this week? Please, please put it in the chat, in the comments. Please, please, please. Thank you so much. This is Natalie W. Baker, Sports Chat with Nat. See you at halftime. Enjoy your game.